Welcome to the Law-Abiding Biker Podcast, episode number 17.
This is a Lab Media production. The Lab Podcast is both extreme and bold, so if you're faint of heart, call the medics now.
Join the law-abiding biker community,
Where every voice is important.
at lawabidingbiker.com.
If you want to be entertained and educated, then look no further. You can listen to the Lab Podcast on
iTunes,
Zoom,
BlackBerry,
Stitcher Radio.
or right from lawabidingbiker.com.
Yep, that's right, folks. You made the journey here. Welcome to another episode of the Lab Podcast. It's going to be loaded. This is the official Law-Abiding Biker Podcast. That's right, you know, where we talk about everything in the world of motorcycling. We talk about motorcycles, trends, ride reviews, equipment reviews, motorcycle laws and issues, motorcycle clubbing, motorcycle news, television and media, smartphone app reviews,
and so much more.
attaboy, lurch in the house. This is a podcast for any law-abiding motorcycle enthusiast. We are the majority, after all. You know, the
99%, baby.
That's right. And we are who the motorcycle industry looks to and relies upon for product development and sales. So let us be heard. So let's get ready, folks. Put your kickstands up, roll the throttle back, and hang on as we come at you with another Lab Podcast. Welcome, folks. We appreciate you checking back in on the Lab Podcast. This is Ryan Erlacher, your host of the Law-Abiding Biker Podcast, and your
High-tech redneck.
attaboy. And this is episode 17, guys.
We're almost legal.
Yeah. Haven't heard. We're getting there. Yeah. We are
right
almost
along.
legal, dude.
One more episode will be 18.
Yep. And Lurch starts it out right in style, as usual. So thank you for being here, buddy.
You betcha.
Also in the house is... Go ahead.
LD.
Yeah, dude. When's the last episode you were in the house?
I don't know. It's been a while. The one I got drunk at.
That's all of them. So
True.
Have you only done one?
No, this is my third one.
I was going to say, yeah.
Third or fourth.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's third or fourth.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So it's going to be us three in the studio tonight. I have the website up and running. And as you guys know, on the day of the podcast, I put out on our Law-Abiding Biker Twitter. I put it out on our Facebook page and so forth that we will be recording. And I think today I said from 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so if you want to get on here and chat, like I said, I already put it out. You're going to get this afterwards, but it looks like there's 5 people on here. And I pinged out a chat start here, and we'll, if you guys do pay attention to that and get on while we're recording these, you can certainly curb the show. What do you think about that?
Did you keep the fart sounds from the last episode?
Well, I can't tell you what I have on my soundboard.
I hope
I can't.
I hope you got rid of
I
it.
cannot tell you what I have on the soundboard. That is classified. But like I say, you guys pay attention to that. And, of course, it's not live, but we do tell you the times that we're recording the episodes. And certainly if you have questions or something we want to talk about, we will see it on the chat here, and we will certainly bring it up. So
I can see what's on the board now. You don't have me stuffed in the corner. I can see your screen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let me turn my monitor. LD, gosh, dude.
What's up?
What's been going on in your life? Because we haven't heard from you for a while. So,
You guys hear from me every day.
well, no, the audience hasn't, though.
Oh, okay.
And,
Well,
yeah.
your listening audience has not heard from you.
I've been going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Well, my beer league softball team is back-to-back champs. And we got another season starting here next week, so I might be on the DL for a little while.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Beer leagues, do you drink beer while you play or is it afterwards?
Well, when we started playing, we drank as we played, but we've actually progressed because we won so much that we're kind of in the B league now, which is the second from the top.
Yeah.
And if we drink, we won't win, so we stopped drinking.
I saw the movie Beer League, and it seemed like they drank before, during, and after. So I wasn't
After,
sure.
we hit it up pretty good.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
What else, dude? What else? Anything before we get into some of our topics?
No.
We just wanted to hear from you, dude.
Riding.
Football season starting.
Do you have anything
Football
to defend
season is-
yourself to this? Do you have any defense for that? Because we dogged you pretty bad on an episode
We have given a lot of bad time.
about 4 episodes ago.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's been highly requested by other people that ride with us.
Has it been requested by you, Matt? Because it hasn't been requested by me.
No, but I broke down the last day we were taking off for the morning, and nobody had blared it yet, and it was kind of a morning tradition to play it for good luck. So nobody else did it. I broke down and I cranked as loud as
I almost tipped my bike over. I'm yelling, is that Matt playing that? And no one would answer me. And I didn't know, because I was in the front. I didn't know
Yeah,
which bike
it
it
was
was
me.
coming from.
It
That's
was me.
great. I love it.
I had to do it just for you.
It did. We're going to talk about it, but we just got back from a 7-day trip.
And my butt's still sore
Yeah, and
from riding. Thank you. Don't look at me like that.
sorry, dude. Yeah, we won't go there, but we did have a lot of fun on the trip. We're going to talk about that a little bit on this episode. I've got, like I say, usually tons of stuff, so I tried to make some understandable notes here for myself about what this episode will be about. But Simple Man,
Yeah.
because we gave LD such a bad time about it, it became our, even though most of us hate it now,
It was a wake-up song.
it became our good luck.
Theme song.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be our theme song, dude.
No, I wouldn't
Well,
call
you
it
don't have a
that,
vote in
but-
that.
Well-
You only vote in a tiebreaker anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
True. All right. But anyways, yeah, so that got played every morning.
Never by me. I never once played it in the morning.
That is true. And I never played it
Well, it's
myself.
become so infamous you don't have to do it. Everybody
That's
else does
true.
it for you.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I appreciate that, guys.
I took it off my iPod.
Shout out to Justin, who started that tradition every
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah, he kept doing it until everybody else broke down and started doing it.
Yep.
That would be Oscar. We're not sure if it's going to be Mr. Clean or Oscar yet.
Oscar's starting to
I
fit a
couldn't
little
find
better.
any good. I did find a few good Oscar. The Grouch. Oscar
Yeah.
the Grouch is what it comes from because
He likes garbage cans.
apparently he hovers over garbage cans when he has too much whiskey. And apparently there's some photos floating around there. And so we might go with Oscar the Grouch, but I got to find some sound bites.
Well, I know Chewy's stuck. Double D's out. Chewy's stuck.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he
that's
does the
stuck.
yell pretty good.
Oh,
that's
he
that's
does
his
it.
downfall.
Yeah. If he couldn't do that so well, we might have to go back to Double D. But when he walks into a joint and puts everybody on notice by going, "Arrgh,"
He does, dude.
it's stuck.
He's Chewy for sure, dude. There's no way we're getting away from that. So,
He put a few joints on notice, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
yeah. He plays the role well. He plays along with it well.
Well, you guys are out having a good time. I was back at the hotel room reading my Bible.
Yeah, I remember that.
Whatever. Pretty sure that was not the Bible. Anyways, I want to go over some videos that I put out, or that we put out. And the one is the maintenance, lawabidingbiker.com/maintenance. It's got like 40,000 views now. There's some people that have asked me to put a direct link on their motorcycle website, which I agreed to. Not a problem if you guys want to post that. But I get a lot of questions and I get a lot of comments on those videos, and I just want to clear it up that I've already answered it like 4 times in the forum on YouTube. You do not need oil on the filter for at least 2011 and above. Everybody keeps asking me, you forgot to put oil on that filter. And in the video, I
on the
specifically stated,
rubber?
no, on the air filter. You used to soak them in oil. That's how Harley did it forever. And do not do that. I've made the comments on YouTube. You do not do that. If your bike requires that, if it's older, look at your maintenance manual, and it will tell you whether to put oil on it. But I'm telling you, all the new Harleys run dry filters. You do not soak them in oil. You can clean them with like a K&N filter cleaner. You rinse them out like on the video from the inside out, and you let them dry, and you put them back on. You do not put oil on them. I've been asked that question like 1,000 times. So, and like I say, it's in the video. So hopefully that will clear that up.
Yeah, I think it's bad for your electronic ignition, fuel injection, and air sensors and all kinds of stuff. You don't want to be sucking in that.
No, and those are meant to run dry. Your
Right.
bike will starve for air because those are
Right.
not made to be oil filters. Your bike will run like crap. So, yeah.
That was a good-looking bike with a top-notch mechanic working on it in that video.
Yeah, that was you. That's right. Yeah,
That's right.
Can you believe that, dude? I looked today, like 40,000 views. And I
That's
get
awesome.
comments on it every day.
That's good for a 30-minute video.
Yeah.
Because most people will look, 30 minutes, I don't want to watch that. But if you want a good quality, thorough video, you'll take the time to watch it.
And that's the comments we're getting, is that they're so... That's
Well,
why we did it.
You can watch it while you're doing your bike. Take your laptop out to the garage and
Right.
watch it, and it won't seem like a 30-minute video when you're watching it as you go along.
No, and I have got those comments from guys that said they're taking it out in their garage and doing it, walking right through, and some guys that have never done an oil change are doing it now. So, yeah, that video is doing really good. We have got, I'm looking here. We can do a couple things. Let's,
No Jeopardy, that's all I ask. I didn't come prepared
no,
for Jeopardy.
we're not doing Jeopardy.
Thank the Lord.
Real quick, before we get into our main topic, I want to tell you guys, thank you. We were on a 7-day trip. I am buried in emails. I'm buried in voicemails. And I love it. I will get to that stuff. I've responded to some of them. I'm saving some of the voicemails. So if you are one of those that left that and I don't get to it, trust me, I will get to it in upcoming episodes. I want to throw out there real quick that I have 4 new videos, but there's 3 in particular that I have edited and they are ready for release, but I haven't released them. They're tutorial videos. One is how to remove your stock Harley exhaust and put on new exhaust step by step without skipping any steps. All these videos, of course, it's as good as our maintenance video, our oil change video.
Did you edit that one at all?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, I edited you're cussing out or whatever.
Thank you. I forgot you were recording.
The second video is how to take off your stock intake system and put on a Stage 1 kit, a Harley Stage 1 kit. And the third video is how to install a Power 5 commander module on your bike. And again, these 3 videos are very thorough, step-by-step. You'll have no problem doing it yourself by watching. We took a lot of attention to detail on them. So with that said, I am not releasing those videos right now. They will be released sometime in the future, but I don't know when. They're uploaded and ready to go, but they're private. But here's my deal. If you guys want those videos early, because I have had some people email me, if you leave a donation, it's completely up to you. If you leave a donation of $20 or above, just put in the comments that you would like the 3 videos, and I will send you direct links, and you'll get the videos immediately, and everybody else can just basically wait till I decide I want to publicly release them. So, again, $20 or more if you want to just hit the donate button on lawabidingbiker.com, and I will send you direct links to those videos, and you'll have them way before everybody else. I will eventually publicly release them, but like I said, it may not be winter until I do that. I'm kind of holding on to them right now. I am going to put out a free how to adjust your cable clutch video, and I'll be putting that out in the next couple of weeks probably, so be looking for that. All right. Anyways, that's enough of that. We do want to thank some people for donations, and I'm thinking we'll do that on the next podcast. We have a couple donations.
You're the host, man.
Well,
Whatever.
I don't want to go on too long, so or maybe I'll do it in the middle. Maybe we'll just break it up and thank him in the middle.
LD's got ADD, so...
Well, he's over here texting. He's
Yeah,
not
I
even
know.
paying attention.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
You talk for very long, you lose his attention.
Yeah, I know. All right, dude. What did I just say?
Busted.
Yep, not paying attention to a dang thing, dude. All right, LD.
He's getting a little red.
He is. He does. Look at him.
A little red. And that's after a week of riding
Yeah.
and sunburn and windburn. He still looks red.
He's not allowed to bring his phone in here.
I'm checking out the comments on the YouTube video. Look,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's
I'm
doing-
seeing what people have
he
to
actually,
say.
He actually is. He's doing
Yeah.
show notes.
Okay, well, good deal. Good
You
deal.
said there's lots of comments, so I want to see if there's anything we can answer on here.
Yeah, well, I've answered most of them, but there might be new ones. Yeah. He called me a bad name.
I think
But
I heard
anyways,
it.
we do have LD in the studio, and I would like to say that LD is a ride planner.
Extraordinaire.
That was the exact word I was looking for right there. Extraordinaire. And I toasted him. We went on a 7-day trip. We just got back Sunday, which is what? What day is it?
Sunday was the 25th.
Fifth.
Yep.
And
So August 25th, we got back so people can put this podcast into
it
perspective.
rained like nobody's business 2 hours after I got off my bike at home.
Yeah.
You guys get it too?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
right.
got it.
Oh, downpour. I was so happy we left when we did.
Yeah, I was trying to mow my lawn and it did that.
Anyways, back to you, son.
Well, no, it's not just about me, but I toasted LD several times during the trip. He planned this whole trip. He's planning next year's trip. This was a boys' trip only, sworn few MC, of course. There was some prospects and full-time members, and then we had a couple ride-alongs. So, very cool time, but he planned this trip. So, I've got some notes, but let's, since you're here and you kind of know the route and we got sidetracked by some forest fires and stuff, why don't you just head out with the trip on where we went, and then I'll throw in
Talk
some
me through
things
it.
that happened.
Talk me through it.
Give us a good visual, LD. Give us a good visual.
Okay, here's your good visual. It's 11 a.m. You're ready to leave. Half the guys are still in bed.
True.
11 a.m. I mean, dude, you kept me out till 2:30, and I was up by 9.
Okay, yeah, you're only one guy.
Yeah, true. I had to get my brother up out of bed. But
If you guys don't know, LD has a plan and times and exact miles for everything, and we threw his whole life for a spin.
we warned him ahead of time.
We
Listen,
did.
man,
We
cut
did.
the miles down just a little bit. It's not like we can't put the miles on, but we like to sit and BS. And you get 8, 9, 10 bikes together. You stop for gas. It could take a half hour by the time everybody's done doing whatever else, smoking a cigar, having some Gatorade, using the bathroom.
We did have a
thing.
cigar at pretty much every stop.
Yeah,
Well, someone did anyway.
yeah. And wax on, son. What else?
Well, we left Yakima, Washington on a Monday and rode down to Lewiston, Idaho. But we took a nice little roundabout, and we got there. The next morning we got up. We're ready to head over Lolo Pass, Highway 12 to Missoula.
I was looking forward to that.
Yep, supposed to be one of the better rides in the Northwest, and forest fire. Actually, like 20 minutes before Missoula. So, but it was far enough up in the forest that we couldn't get around it. So we had to go way around, and that was like a 460 mile day.
That was a long day.
That was a long day. So we went north on, I think it was 93, got on 90, and we jetted all the way to Drummond, Montana, and cut down to Butte on Highway 1. Spent the night in Butte. Next morning, we're going to ride over Beartooth Pass.
Yeah.
Goes up to 11,000 feet.
Another scenic, beautiful.
Yeah,
ride.
All
everybody's
right, stop there. I just want to so remember where we're at, but I just want
Right now,
We're
we're
in
just
Butte.
leaving Butte.
yeah, well, you skipped a lot of stuff. So I just want to say, how did the trip start, dude? Because you guys, me and Skins, who was a ride along with us, we left Sela together, and apparently you guys left the Harley dealership, you and
Me and Ed.
Cuz.
Yep.
And what happened?
I got something to say on this.
You don't remember at all, do you?
My driveway.
Well, you caught it? What? Oh, when you're catching up to us and we're taking the turn?
Yeah.
So, I'm the sensible guy of the group. They call me the old fart, slowpoke, whatever. But the section of ID2 that runs through Yakima from Sela to the cutoff to head out to Rob's house, to LD's house, they had grounded down and it was grooved. And with my bike in particular, with the narrower rear tire, I really feel those grooves, so I slow down a little bit. And Ed and I were taking the exit to head towards LD's. We're taking a left turn, and I hear... And I go, oh, it's got to be Ryan. I look back, here he is, coming around the left-hand corner inside me, dragging his floorboards.
And I passed Ed and I gave him the big old finger, dude. And he realized
What?
a bike was passing him, and then
doesn't like
there's a guy
that.
with a finger, and he just had this look on his face like, and then he realized it was me, and he got a big old smile, and we took off out towards Rob. So,
Then when we got to
It
my
was
house,
a double left turn.
yeah, that's next.
Go
ahead.
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that's next. So go ahead, LD.
my driveway is full of motorcycles.
Yeah.
So somebody has a bright idea. We'll drive through the lawn to
And
get behind the motorcycles.
Because I wanted to park with my front wheel heading out of your driveway, so I didn't have
Right.
to back out. I could just ride off. I thought, I'll just go to the grass and pull around. There's a spot perfect ready for me right there.
Well, I'm leaving for a week, so the day before I ran the sprinklers for like 2 hours.
2 hours. Try 24.
So a bike narrowly stayed on its wheels through my yard and left a nice little burnout.
Yeah, there's a little bump coming up onto the grass, and when I came over the bump, my right side of my frame, because I had half your yard under my bike on the right frame, it tipped me to the right, And then, of course, like anybody else, what do you do when you give it more gas? No, I gave it more gas right away. It's like, yeah, I got button hooks. So I gave it a little more gas, and that really started spinning it. But luckily, I came to my senses, pulled the clutch in, and was able to pull it out. But I thought for sure I was going to drop my bike on its side in your grass and do a Dukes of Hazzard and walk away. I'm done.
Yeah, dude, you did a good job keeping that thing.
I don't know how I did.
It looked like you were motocrossing, dude.
I
you had your foot down.
Oh, yeah.
You were flinging mud at me, dude. And it went one way and it went the other way. I was like, this is
Somebody said, I thought you lost it coming into the yard, into the gravel driveway. I go, no, I was being a retard. And did a little burnout. I left a nice burnout mark on your yard.
It was almost grown over by the time we got
about.
back. So.
The biggest thing was from my frame on the right side. I drug it.
Good job for keeping it up, right?
And so I was wearing some Danner boots, and I kicked all the mud off the bottom of my bike. I don't know what's in your soil, but that dirt stayed on that right boot all the way till we got home, even through that torrential downpour, which we'll get to.
Matt jumped off his bike, put his kickstand down, and said,
"What's up?"
Oh no, he didn't say that. What's the other one? Oh yeah, got off his bike and said,
So that's how you do a burnout, son.
That's
got
right.
off my bike.
Dude, I was just thinking, oh, we got a bike down already, dude. This isn't a good trip. So
I replaced part of my divot.
now, yeah, did you? That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. I didn't know you went back there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was very considerate of you. So then we take off from there and we went to Silver Dollar for
30
lunch.
miles.
we went 30 miles. Everybody was hungry. And
Well, Mario was hungry.
We did have some 400-mile days. I don't know how long that day was.
That first day was only a couple hundred, but we took a long, slow route around.
That was our probably smallest
short
day.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that or the way home.
It was a warm up.
So do you guys remember what happened when we were leaving?
Oh, yeah.
See, that's why I make notes. See, while we're
It's a
going.
good thing you got your show notes.
You guys forget about
when we're leaving where?
Chewy.
No,
Oh,
these aren't show notes. I made these notes.
Right.
while
As they
we're
were going along.
Yeah,
the
while
same
we're on the
thing.
trip.
They're
Yeah.
for the show, right?
That's correct.
So I call them show notes.
We're on a steep hill and gravel.
Yeah. I put a rock in front of my front tire.
Did you?
Yeah, I was nervous about it. I threw a big old rock in front of it so it wouldn't come off the kickstand.
This is for you, Chewy. Because I'm pretty sure I heard that.
So the lesson learned is if you're leaning on the left side on the kickstand and you're not strong enough to pick up your bike, don't think you can just give it some gas and it'll straighten up. You're just going to screw it right into the ground.
That's what he told me too. I asked him, for you guys, Chewy is one of our prospects right now, but I asked him, I go, dude, what happened? But he was pretty honest about
Because
it.
we're all down at the stop sign waiting for him. What's
Waiting
going
for him.
on?
And he's up there with his bike on the side. And I asked him, what'd you try to do? He goes, well, I was parked on a hill and I had my kickstand down. And so the hill was to the low side of the bike.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, instead of trying to lift my bike up, he goes, I thought I could just
Right off my kickstand.
hit the clutch. Yeah, let the clutch out and just goose it, and it would just ride right up. Well, it didn't. It rode right down on its side, dude.
He didn't even put a scratch on, did he? Just right down onto the crash bar.
We'll get to the bike scratched up later.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we'll have time for that, but we are going to cover
We'll
that.
make time.
We are going to cover that in a podcast. No, we are.
I'll speed through the rest of my trip into that.
We are going to cover it, but it's
That's worth talking about eventually.
No, it is. I just don't know if we'll have time on this one. But no,
I hear you.
I want to talk about that in a real specific way. So
I know you do.
Excuses.
Yeah. No, trust me, it'll be on a podcast. There's no doubt about it. But we want to do that the right way. So, so he dumped his bike, and then I got, So, Cuz leaves his freaking phone.
Oh yeah, he left his phone in the booth.
This is great, dude, because he leaves his.
Of all the weirdest places to go, where's my phone?
It wasn't Android, so I'd leave it too.
Yeah.
But whatever. So he left it. Everybody's out of the restaurant, and I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. So I was the last one in the restaurant, and I picked it up and put it in my pocket, and I was going to see how long it was going to take him to figure that out. So
Thinking it might be the next stop.
right. So
Yeah.
how'd that all go down?
We're zipping along.
About 65 miles away, probably.
Were Ed and I up front at that point? We must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed and I were up in the lead, and all of a sudden he does this thing where he like checks his vest, and he's got a road glide, so they got those neat little pockets on the side. Like they had no other thing to do with the space. They put a little lid on it, and you can keep your keys in it. Anyways, he's looking in there, and he just has this look like, and he gives me the phone, signal to his face. I don't know where it's at. And he pulls over in the middle of a
Blind
corner
Both
in a
directions.
dip,
Both directions.
in a dip. I don't know where my phone's at. I'm like, great. Can we get the hell out of the road first? So we go up I pull off. I'm not going to get hit, so I pull through a little bit, find a white spot, and we all stop. And he's looking for his phone. He's freaking out. I give him my phone to call the establishment we're at. They don't have it.
And we make them call.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we're putting through a little sweat, but it's hot.
Yeah.
And everybody's standing out there, and so I'm like, I don't know. Everybody knew I had the phone because I told everybody.
I did.
You didn't?
I did not know.
I didn't
Okay.
either.
I had no idea.
Okay, Lee did. I told a couple people. Lee and Justin. Okay,
If I knew, I would have went. I would have given the signal. Just keep on going. But he freaked out.
Oh, no.
He was ready to turn around and go get his phone.
No, he was going to call the phone.
Yeah.
And Ryan goes, my pocket's going to ring. So that's when Ryan told him. I got it right here.
Actually,
that's right, because he called the establishment, and then he goes, "Oh, maybe I'll call the phone. Maybe it's in my bag or something."
And it was in my pocket. I'm like, good time to ditch it. So I tried to ditch it on a seat, and he sees me, dude. And so I didn't want to let it go any longer, dude, because it was hot and everybody wanted to get going. But
I'm glad you're taking notes, because this doesn't even get us out of Yakima County yet.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I
We're
do
breezing
this,
over
guys.
it too fast.
We are 3.5 hours into the trip, folks. We have made it 100 miles.
Everybody's looking at me like, why do you take notes to these trips? For this exact reason. If we don't use it on the podcast, which we can use all of it because it would be like a too long a podcast, but at least for us when we're sitting around the campfire to talk about stuff,
stories.
It's good stories. So, yeah, so that's the phone story. And then, all right, so, yeah, go ahead where you left off, and I've got some other good stories to bring up.
Okay, so we're in Butte, and we're getting ready.
Are there helmets required in Butte?
No.
Montana is a no-helmet state.
So is Idaho and Wyoming.
Yep.
We rode in all three of those.
So we pretty much took off our helmets. A lot of us. Some wore, some...
Well,
I chose to wear my helmet.
Some wore them on the freeway only.
This is... Oh, dude, that's exactly what I'm going to get at.
I feel safer. I'm wearing it on the freeway, okay?
This is before we got to Butte, actually.
So we're... Yeah, okay, so go...
We're in Idaho.
When you get there, don't forget about it.
Well, no, the helmet deal was in Idaho.
As soon as you get to Idaho, you can take off the helmet.
Yeah, so
Right.
we leave Lewiston, Idaho, and we ride north. We get on 90, and right before we get on 90, the guys say, "Well, I'm going to put my helmet on for the freeway."
No, but we had already taken them off at that point.
Oh,
I was still rocking mine.
Most guys been off all day.
Right, mine. And we were... Tell the audience what we were riding. We were riding curvy roads through the forest where there's possible deer, where there's construction at 60 miles an hour, which was the posted speed limit, and we were doing corners, and we were riding really confidently. No helmets, right?
I had mine on.
And you didn't.
No, I did too.
Okay,
he did.
He
I
did.
did.
Okay,
Okay,
Matt did.
Me and Mario kept ours on.
All right. So then we make a stop. Go ahead, and we're getting close to the freeway.
Right.
And somebody goes, "Let's put our helmets on." I go, "Oh, okay, we'll put them on for the freeway." Lee goes, "You're riding next to the trees. Now you're going to get on the freeway and put that thing on?" And
dude.
He makes a big old deal out of it.
Dude.
Popeye.
Just for Popeye. No, dude, but seriously, because he looked at me, and me and Popeye kept our helmets off, and I'm looking at him, and you're like, "Yeah, we're gonna hit the freeway," and we look at you, and we're like, "Dude, we've been riding for like 8 hours without helmets on, through curvy roads at 60 miles an hour with trees." And where possible animals can run out, and now you're going to go on a wide open freeway at 70, and all of a sudden it's more dangerous on a freeway. I'm pretty sure you're better off without the helmet on the freeway and putting it on.
Okay, let me ask you this:
There's more cars.
Oh, jeez.
Was there a big coming around some of those corners at the 75 mile an hour posted speed limit? Were there huge divots in the road?
Oh, there was some gnarly. Montana needs to
There was
fix their
one
freeways.
that was wider than my tire. If my
Yeah.
front tire would have got in that, I would have been screwed.
There was a couple that grabbed my
Dude,
front
you
one.
can't justify that.
No, there were.
I took it off the next stop, so shut up.
So obviously you put yours on the freeway. That's what he's getting.
Just
at.
for the first 50 miles.
He did.
And then I
Lord!
took it off.
But in all seriousness, and Montana needs to tune up their interstate system,
Yeah,
because
they do.
there are some cracks in that. Put a little something in those, because they'll swallow a front tire.
Yeah.
Montana. Hey, I want to put the Montana Department of Transportation on notice.
Oh, put them. You're on notice.
They are. What does that mean?
You put them on double notice, double notice, triple notice,
Double notice.
triple notice them.
You do not want to be put on notice,
Ryan.
by this club.
Triple
I'll just
notice
tell
them.
you that.
Do it.
Triple notice.
It's done.
Straight up.
We don't even
Done.
know what that means, but it's real bad.
It's real bad. We hear. We put people on notice, but we're not sure what that means. So yeah, LD took
Don't
his
worry
helmet
about it,
off.
son.
He took his helmet off the next stop. And I would never promote, obviously, law-abiding biker. It is, if you want to wear your helmet. And I did actually through some of those states at different times. I wore my helmet, but certainly you don't have to.
Hey, safety
in those
source.
states. Yep,
Safety source wears helmet. That's me.
Well, you did. You took it off a few times.
Yeah, I took it off. I had never been through Yellowstone, so the
you
first
took
time
it off
through
in
I
town,
wore it.
where
Second
most
time
motorcycle
through, I
wrecks
took it
are.
off. That's all right.
We all wore them in the rain monsoon.
Yeah, you had to. The hail, because it dents your forehead. Yeah, in town, in the evening, we go out for dinner and stuff. I wouldn't wear short little jaunts, which, my beloved was not thrilled about, but I took a risk.
Yep, you did.
Luckily, none of the videos or pictures you posted, I had it off.
No, you were probably the most responsible about it, but, each to his own on that. You have to feel comfortable with that. But anyways, so yeah, that went on the rest of the trip about better put your helmet on, and it's dangerous in the hallway, so make sure you wear your helmet in the hallway. But don't ride it while you're riding your bike. Make sure you wear it in the hall. It got ridiculous, dude. So where are we at, LD?
We're right. We're in Butte.
We're in Butte. Getting up, eating breakfast at the hotel.
But Montana.
Where you can walk around on the sidewalk drinking beer.
True that.
Downtown.
So we get up in the morning. We're going to hit Beartooth.
Yep.
Big biker destination. I read the newspaper.
Luckily.
And it's closed for a wildfire.
Because if you wouldn't have, we probably would have taken off.
Oh, yeah. And then we would have been way out of the way.
Oh, boy.
So once we read the newspaper and find that out, we're going, oh, crap. So
and it just started that night.
The night before at 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. the night before it started. And same with the fire on Lolo. It started the day before. Yep.
Yeah. Lightning strikes, correct?
Yep. So we're going, oh, crap. So we...
What was that? Your neck just blew a bubble. You okay?
Are you all right, dude?
Wow.
I need some more beer.
Pause. Jeez.
So we got the phones out.
Yep.
Found a route around.
Yep.
And which was actually kind of cool because
It worked out.
I've been to Yellowstone one time, and the route I took last time was the route we were going to take the following day. So by rerouting, we were able to go into Yellowstone and go see some different stuff, which was great.
Yeah.
So
We wouldn't have seen that buffalo
yeah, the one that was 2 feet away.
2 feet from the bikes.
When we went past it started throwing its head.
Yeah, because who?
Dude, I literally was
Because this guy right over here, cracked his pipes going by it.
I thought,
Hey, buffalo.
yeah, I was waiting. Well, I was on the inside of the lane and it was on the shoulder. I was waiting for it to nail somebody.
He's a city boy. He doesn't know not to crack your pipes at a buffalo.
Did all straight. I was going to mount that thing and just ride it out of
Probably
there.
would have.
Should have.
Dude,
Yeah, that was a pretty decent ride through there.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice. Actually, I thought the speed limit was 30 or 35. It was 45. We motored along pretty good. And
it was sunny.
Sunny, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Was being the operative word. Was
we stopped,
sunny.
We stopped at the first major overlooks where you can look down at the river and all that.
Yeah, the waterfall.
Yeah, the waterfall. Oh, it's gorgeous. This is going to be great. And then what happened?
Well, first off, when we stop in Yellowstone, apparently we're like a tourist attraction in ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I forgot about that. See, I didn't have a
People
note
are
about
taking
that.
pictures of us left and right.
Yeah, especially
People like the motorcycles.
the Asian folks really
Yeah.
interested in the motorcycles.
The American Motorcycle Club.
One guy even wanted to sit on my. Well, he wanted to. He goes, "Can I stand by your?" He kind of motions like he could stand by my bike. I go, "Yeah, sure," and he got on it.
I thought you let him. I thought you were like,
no,
go ahead, dude.
I about. I'm like, he tipped his bike over. We're gonna have a problem. So he wants to sit on my bike, and he does. And I'm just sweating. I'm thinking he tips this thing over, we're gonna have a problem.
He didn't even pick it up the kickstand. He just threw a leg over and sat on it.
For a second, I thought he was gonna, and I was gonna reach over and stop him at that point. So he sits on the bike. His buddy takes a picture, and then he stands next to me for a picture. And then his girlfriend or wife in the car, motorcycle, very cool, she says, and they're taking all kinds of pictures of it. So anyway,
the funny thing is, I'm going, hey, ask them if they just came down from Old Faithful. Is it raining up there? And you're like, no.
Well, we're not going to get that far.
We're not going to get that far with these lovely folks. I'm sorry.
So everywhere we stop in Yellowstone, we're getting our picture taken. So we get going.
We didn't just. I think it's because of the club.
Right.
People just want to get their pictures taken because there was other motorcyclists there, but we all had our cuts on and they wanted to get it with like the motorcycle club.
Like a club.
Well,
we had Harleys and Black Vests and
right.
It's a club. And
it was pretty funny. We were like, okay, well, there's another photo op, whatever.
At that time, we had 8 or 9 bikes. So we were bigger than a group of 2 or 3,
Yeah.
So we start riding it. We look at some rain, and Popeye literally tells me, I think we're going to be okay. It's going to go around us.
Pretty sure we'll be all right.
Yeah, pretty sure it's going to be fine. It wasn't 2 minutes later, get the first raindrop.
Yep.
By the time we get to a spot we can pull over.
Right after the buffalo.
Oh, right after. Yeah. 20 yards after the buffalo because we're putting our stuff on.
Keep an eye out for buffalo.
And I go, is anybody watching that buffalo? Come nail us. So by the time we get our gear on, it's torrential downpour.
Yeah.
By the time we get everybody on their bike and moving, it's hailing.
Yeah.
So we were getting pelted.
It got to the point where...
so the buffalo was now a water buffalo. Oh,
You're an idiot.
Sorry.
That rain you and cousin and I rode out of Spokane in, that was, and I think and Skins, that was some pretty good rain. This beat it.
In length.
In length, it was about the same in duration. Not duration. Same in volume. Yeah, but much longer duration. It got to the point where my goggles fogged up. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah. So everybody puts on their
ridiculous
rain gear,
except for
their helmet, everything ready to go.
We're doing it in like speed.
Yeah.
Because we're getting
everything's getting wet.
My saddlebag's filled full of water.
Yep.
Yeah. We're getting so we get about 10 miles down the road, and Popeye, he's tougher than nails, boy. He's gonna go with no helmet, just wear his hat backwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pulled
get
right
about
over
10 miles down the road after the hail was nailing him.
Ouch! I need to pull over.
I need to pull over, put my helmet on.
This hail hurts my head. I didn't eat my spinach this morning.
Dude, that's actually a good Popeye impression.
It kind of sounded like a pirate there.
We're gonna have actually that's a good.
Go from Popeye to
Props to Matt for that one, dude.
pirate.
Straight up, you're doing Popeye from now on. I'm gonna play my sound clip, man.
That was good. So we stopped so he can put his stupid helmet on.
Yeah.
And the lightning is literally striking
It was
within a mile of us.
Yeah. It was close enough that you saw lightning and you heard the thunder. It was,
Yeah.
and it made your hair stand up. It was kind of
It was interesting. So we just putted along.
Thank God we were in the park and it was only 35 to 45 miles an hour.
And we went about 30, 35. And we rode in that for about 100 miles, pretty much all the way to Cody.
Pretty much all the way to Cody.
Yep. So that was...
was there a possible prospect that learned about riding in the rain the hard way?
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
Not impossible. He's a prospect.
Well, this prospect...
Or a prospect, sorry.
He thought, he hasn't learned yet.
Well, this prospect...
He learned.
He just got a
zero,
street glide.
just got a street glide, but he had a bike before that.
But
zero motorcycle gear.
Right.
He borrowed a extra set of leather shafts.
I haven't asked him before, but has he ever taken any long trips before like that?
No, I'm sure.
Apparently
Probably
not.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
He's thinking, it's August. I don't need rain gear.
Yeah. So he borrowed a set of leather shafts from me, and I said,
Yeah.
He goes, well, I don't know if I need those. Well, just in case it rains, it's all you got. And so
It's something better than nothing.
his leather coat is a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So sure enough, he gets into the rain with these leather shafts on and a sweatshirt and his cut from the club. And he is drenched from head to toe. He goes, I'm freezing.
And he had no gloves.
Yeah.
I was watching him, dude. He had no gloves.
I had 3 pair on my bike. You should have asked.
I had another pair too.
I had 2 pair. 3. I had no rain pair. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, so he bought rain gear the next morning at Walmart.
Dude, my rain gear never leaves my saddlebag. Middle of summer, it's in there.
No, mine
It's
too.
always in there.
Mine too.
Why not? I got 2 saddlebags.
I will never.
Always is.
I was caught once in the rain like Chewy. And that's what I told him. I went up to him in the middle of the trip when it's raining. I said, I'm not busting your balls, dude. But I said, everybody does this one time.
Yeah, yeah. You'll never do it
and
again.
you'll never do it again.
You got
You'll
2
go back,
saddlebags, put some rain gear in
you'll
it.
buy extra gloves. You'll buy extra glasses. You'll buy the proper rain gear. You'll have the proper clothing because you're only miserable once. Now, and I think I go over in like very beginning stages of this podcast when I was doing it by myself. I think I did a rain.
You did. You talked about rain gear.
Yeah, I talked about rain gear and heated gear. And I don't get cold anymore.
I blame that
I
rain.
refuse to be cold.
I blame that rain on him. I'll be honest with you.
Pretty much.
Well,
if he would have had rain gear in his saddlebag, it wouldn't have rained.
The next day, we thought we were going to hit rain.
That's an extra couple months for him.
Yeah. But he bought rain gear.
And everybody put it on
And
just
it
in
didn't
case.
rain. And
Didn't
we
rain.
sweated our rear ends off all the way up to Old Faithful.
Dude, I felt like a wrestler trying to lose weight, dude. When we used to remember sweats, we put sweats
That's
on
what I
trying to
feel
lose
like
weight.
too. I'm just
Plastic bag.
And I was not going to put my leather jacket underneath, but I got so cold the last time around, and I see Popeye, a sailor man, putting his leather jacket on. You know what? Why not? And then I'm looking at dudes coming in the other direction. They got jeans and t-shirts on. I thought maybe we should just stop and take this off, but we're already moving. We toughed it out for, I don't know, 30 minutes till we got up there.
30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
and
think
we got to
kinda-
Old Faithful, and I
we're not. See,
we're not there.
We're kind of losing track of our time here, our trip, because
So we went to Cody after the rainstorm. Spent the night in Cody.
I think that's about where we're at. We should talk. Just
now
keep
did we
on
stop?
track.
Didn't we stop in Kellogg?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Kellogg
at
had
the
a-
Long Shot Saloon.
Oh, yeah, we were
And we were
celebrities.
greeted by, and we were celebrities, and we were greeted by some very nice lady at the.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's right, Kellogg.
the
I'm
lady
sorry.
with the Dodgers hat.
Yeah, Kellogg, the home of
Yeah.
the home of Dave Smith.
Go ahead and talk
I'm
about
sorry,
that, dude.
Okay, so
The Long Shot Saloon, I have it written down, dude. And
The lady with the Dodgers hat.
Yeah.
dude, we went.
She weighed about 104 pounds, had
Yeah.
like 3 teeth,
Yeah.
and followed us everywhere we went.
If you've never been to Kellogg, Idaho, there's really nothing there. The only thing that sports that town is Dave Smith Motors, who sells a lot of Dodge and Chevy. It pretty much owns the whole town. There's not a lot to eat there. And when you got off the freeway, you kept us on the south side of the freeway, and pretty much all the other stuff is on the north side. So I thought, oh boy, where's he going? But you looked very confident. You looked like you knew where you were going. And you pulled us in front of this. Cool. I mean, it looked like a nice saloon.
I've had a beer there before when I bought a car up there.
All right.
So I thought they had food.
Okay.
I was wrong.
Wax on, son.
Yeah. So, old meth addict lady followed us around a little bit.
But seriously, when we walked in that bar,
Yeah.
it's like all the locals,
Oh, yeah.
and their eyes were like
She
big.
came out. She goes, "You have to walk through the bar before you go outside." Because they had an outdoor area, too.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what? Any pub that has Busch Light on tap, it's all right with me.
Yep. High roller.
And we were going to leave because we wanted food, but I think Matt, being the nice person he is, felt like we should have a drink there since we're in there.
No. It wasn't
Instead
about
of
being
just-
nice. I'm off my bike, and I'm.
You're right.
I'm
You're right.
derobed, if you will, and it's hot.
He had his helmet off. The rest of us
I'm gonna have
didn't care.
I'm gonna have a tasty beverage.
Yep. And we did. And the locals wanted to talk to us. Like
Oh,
every
so-
local
it was
in there was
crazy.
like just chatty with us, dude.
They're real nice.
It was good. Yeah, everybody was really
It was
nice,
a
and
dive bar.
we did our thing, and we talked to everybody, and they were so interested in where we were going. And yeah, it was
I don't know
funny,
that the
dude.
place I took us was much better, but I know I'd been there before buying a car, same thing, and they
And we
had
got food.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot in that town.
No.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to the. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's on meth. I'm not gonna lie to you.
She was old, man.
She was on meth, dude. Straight up, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I think she was just an old lady who
Okay.
doesn't eat anymore.
Trust the city cops.
Yeah.
He was on meth. She was on meth.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So go ahead. I didn't mean to back us up to Kellogg, but I had to talk about the
Yeah. So that was
Long
3
Shot
days ago.
Saloon. You might not want to go there.
All the way forward to Buttman,
2 days later,
So we're getting out of Butte. You talked about Beartooth.
we're
being
pulling
closed.
into Cody after
we
the
went into
rainstorm.
Yellowstone. Cody. So we're at Cody. All right.
Yep. And in Cody,
Whoa, Cody. we went to the Silver Dollar bar. Well, first of all, we
no,
went to
that's
Steakhouse.
That's Jacksonville.
No,
We went to okay, yeah. Was that the name of it?
we went to
Silver Dollar?
we went to a steakhouse, which was very good.
Yeah, it was
open
good.
late, which was nice. I had a good
Yep.
meal, and then we went to a place called the Silver Dollar Bar.
I don't know what to say about it.
I think we're just gonna. I don't think we'll get too into it. 'Cause wanna
We
be
just had a
politically
couple of
correct.
drinks and decided it was time to go home.
Yeah, it was. Let's just say it was an interesting crowd. I think there was some
Moving
people,
on.
some people with different preferences that went to that establishment. It was very strange. I mean, because it was a cowboy bar, in my opinion,
Yeah, definitely.
but it was really weird.
That I'm pretty sure that was
And we hit
a half bar, dude. It wasn't a full.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of. It was weird
It was
mix.
weird.
That's what I'm saying. Weird mix of people. With
I
different
felt uncomfortable.
preferences. There were some people with different preferences there, and that's to each their own. But it was making us feel. A little
This
bit
isn't
awkward.
the night we got that's not the night of the shuttle. That's the next night.
No, the shuttle was
Shuttle
back in Butte.
Butte.
Back in Butte. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
What do you
take
want to talk about on the shuttle?
Nothing.
Well-
don't take a shuttle.
Yeah. Don't
So, if you're on a motorcycle trip,
don't get the shuttle.
don't take a shuttle because if you're on a shuttle, you're going to drink too much.
Yep. It gives people. Mario was a ride along with us, and
Being the nice guy that he is.
being the nice guy that Mario
Don't
is,
take the
is a
shuttle.
ride along. He's like, we go downstairs in the hotel, and
I got the shuttle for us, boys.
we usually
Oh,
take our bikes to
Lord.
dinner because it keeps everybody responsible about drinking because we know we have to ride the next day. Some people in the club decide that, and so I told Mario, I said, bro, that was really nice of you, but you don't get it because now there's a couple guys that won't be up on time.
Yep.
And because now they have an all-out past green light to go drinking as much as they want because they don't have to be responsible. And sure enough, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And so there's no more shuttles, Mario. If
You and
you're
I went-
listening,
you and I went to bed.
No, we went to bed. We did not go on the shuttle.
I did not.
No,
go to bed.
because good for you. But I mean, I'm not at that point in my life anymore. I've kind of learned a little bit.
Yeah.
I like to let loose. But I know that you're going to get me up at 8:00 and want to ride again. So I can't stay up that late. I'm too old to do this.
Yep.
But I woke up to dry humping me at 3 a.m. in my bed. He does a Jimmy Snuka. What was that? Jimmy, the wrestling dude. Jimmy Snuka.
I have
Jimmy
no
Snuka.
idea what you're talking about.
He did a Jimmy Snuka fly jump on me and started dry humping me in the middle of the night at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I got
That's
to bed
why
at
you don't-
3:30. I was up.
That's
the
why
morning.
that's why you don't have shuttles, because you get dry humped.
Yeah.
A shuttle equals a dry humping.
It equals people not being responsible anymore. So, yeah, dude. All right.
But luckily, we rolled out of Buttman, Montana, and you and I were feeling good. The rest of them were a little bit hazy.
Yep, I was pretty good. I was fine. Got
I was a
good
little
night's-
hazy.
They had to have their.
I got woke up at 3 like you, but
Yeah.
besides that, I got a good night's sleep.
He got woke up in the same fashion by somebody else.
Pretty
I
much.
pretty much did.
Yeah.
Pretty much happened. Yep.
It
not
did
gonna lie.
happen.
Yep. It
So
did
from
happen.
Butt, we went to Cody, the half and half bar. Oh, the laundry was pretty good though.
Oh yeah, the laundry lady.
Yeah, she was nice.
If you read my trip packing
Yeah.
blog,
Yeah.
it'll talk about it. Where if you go on a long trip, you only got so much room on a motorcycle and you're packing all your gear and everything. Try and find a place that'll do laundry for you, or just go to a laundromat midway through the trip. That's the
Yep.
key. Now, in my experience, I've ridden through Cody before. I found a laundromat that you can drop your stuff off, come back in a couple hours, and it'll be done and ready to go. So I called the place, made sure they were open, still had that service. We
Yep.
dropped it off. It was like $4 a pound. Cost me $15.
Me
I
too.
had all my stuff washed, dried, folded, ready to go.
That was the way to go, because I could carry all my leathers, all my rain gear, extra whatevers, and I didn't have to take a lot of clothes. I only took half the amount of clothes I needed because they had that laundromat.
Right.
And if you guys want to read that blog that LD wrote, he hasn't wrote another blog since, but he did write that one.
I was going to write one on the Glide Pro. I still haven't done it.
I know, I'm still waiting. But if you go
Oh,
to
it's in
lawabidingbiker.com/trip planning, 2 P's, TRIPP, so trip planning. You'll be able to read that. I give all credit here. It's under my name, but I give all credit at the top to Rob LD. So yeah, check that out. It's a good blog. It's actually, he's a very good trip planner, and that was really cool to have laundry. So yeah,
The Glide,
awesome idea.
The Glide Pro's in beta testing. I'll get that.
You don't even know what that is, dude.
Oh, I do know it is.
It's an
Anyway,
old VCR tape to you. Whatever.
so at one point, Rob says, "Hey, you go ahead, go up and lead us down to the park or whatever." And I took us into Washington twice at Idaho, so I don't want to be in front ever again.
No, I appreciate Rob.
Yeah,
I don't have
very much.
I don't have GPS on my bike. That's the old school. Remember when like you, me, and Ed would take trips, and none of us had a GPS, a iPhone, or nothing. We took so many wrong turns.
The only thing I could remember was we're crossing that bridge, and I look at whoever's right next to me. I said, "Well, hope you brought your helmet. We're going into Washington."
No,
Well,
dude.
Nobody had a helmet on.
No, because we went through Main Street, and you're supposed to take the park was supposed to be right there, and I was looking for the park because I looked at it on Google Maps. I go, well, the park's supposed to be right there. Next thing I know, we're going across the bridge.
And for
Man,
you
it's too
listeners
late.
that don't know,
It's too late.
Lewiston
Clarkston.
and Clarkston is so Lewiston is in Idaho, Clarkston is in Washington. Little tiny river separates them by a bridge, and you're in one and you don't know, and then you're in the other, and one has a helmet on, one doesn't. You can get screwed up really easy.
I think you get a 500 feet buffer,
yeah, I hope so.
or at
too.
least to the first turnaround.
We would have tried to. We would have tried to talk that into it anyway.
Sorry, he doesn't know where he's going. We didn't mean to come over here. Where are we at? Okay, so Cody.
So from Cody,
Yeah.
we ride through Yellowstone.
Hey, real quick before you go there,
Okay, go ahead.
dude, I just want to say I don't remember what city it was in, but I am.
No,
Hang on, I'm the only person man enough to admit it on this podcast that I use a CPAP.
Yeah, you do. I
A
need
breathing
one, but I
machine.
don't use one.
And LD has one,
and I don't
and he's
use
been
it.
prescribed it, and he's too much of an idiot to
Hey,
use it.
dude, if you don't want to use it, can I have it?
You try it. What the hell?
Yeah, just. I mean, we're kind of the same build. I bet you I could just put it on and try it.
It's been sitting in my cupboard for 6 months.
My wife wants me to do the sleep study because I snore. Apparently,
Yeah,
after this trip,
doesn't bother me much.
I might give it another chance.
thank you. And I pack mine with me, but I pack it without the humidifier part,
yeah.
so it's really small, fits in my travel bag.
And-
you need one, and you have to do the sleep study. Get one. He
I
did the
know.
sleep study too.
Don't just give me yours. You don't need it.
Ryan will walk into the room,
illegal.
and before he does anything in the hotel room, he sets that thing up. I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?" You said you had to
true.
take a piss when we got off the bikes. You know? Oh no, he's putting his machine up just in case he falls asleep.
He looks like you just like in the middle of the night wake up and you look over there and he looks like a jet.
Oh no, I
fighter.
came back from drinking a couple nights. I took pictures of him.
Jerk right here, dude.
Yeah, I got pictures. Let me put that on the Facebook
Looks
page.
like an F-16 pilot.
I'm sleeping
Does
like
he have goggles on too? And,
I put Top Gun music on and then took his picture.
I got woke up that way, dude. I was sleeping like a rock, and
No, Goose, don't pull it. That's what he said. I don't know what that was about.
Goose, pull it! I can't reach the chute. I can't reach the canopy.
Oh, dude, yeah, flash in my face, and I'm like, you're not going to put that on Facebook,
He goes,
right?
That was sad.
damn you. That's the first thing he said.
Sad moment when Goose died.
Oh, it was. Horrible.
I put that. The reason I set that thing up first is because I hate being tired and having to set that thing up. So
Was
first
it
thing.
pain? See, now I'm not going to get a study.
No,
I don't want to have,
it's easy.
What a pain.
Oh, yeah.
How long does it take
My
me?
snoring
Less than a
doesn't-
minute, but I get her up.
Yeah.
Snoring doesn't bother me. It bothers everybody
It takes him
else.
more than a minute to get it up.
But
The snoring doesn't.
Jeez.
Brum, bump.
yep, there we go. We better not. Yeah, we're not going there. But yeah, dude, I get it. It takes like a minute, dude. But I don't want to do it like in the dark when I get home or in the hotel late at night after we eat. You're tired, dude. I just want to go to bed. So yeah, you need one,
Probably.
and you need to use yours, LD. So
I don't even snore.
We could be like a team of jet fighter pilots.
Oh my God, you and
What?
Popeye, dude. Oh,
Pop
it's
snores
terrible.
too?
Oh, yeah.
Only on the nights I drink.
You know why?
Okay, so
you
I
know why
snort
he-
every night.
every night, dude.
You know why Popeye snores? His big biceps, man. All the blood's pulling up in those biceps, and he just he can't help himself. He's got no blood left in his
True.
melon.
Pretty much, dude. Might have been the drinking too, but all right.
You know, I hardly drank any whiskey that whole trip. I was a good boy.
It was a beer
That's why
trip.
It was a beer trip, and it was so much better.
All right,
was.
where are we, LD?
We're
Pulling out of Jackson. No,
no,
pulling
we're
out of Cody.
we're coming to Jackson Hole. So we typical sworn few. We leave. Well, no, we were able to leave late that day because we had to get our laundry done. A couple
Right.
of us went to the Buffalo Bill Museum.
Saw the guns. of
Saw all the
old times.
guns. A couple of us guys went to Starbucks. Whatever. Guys went and did all kinds of different stuff. We got some souvenirs downtown.
We
Yada
left
yada.
about 11, didn't we? 12.
12, I think.
About 12.
So we head
300-mile day, so.
No, it was 190. It was,
Oh, it was a shorter day.
Yep.
Okay. But
I planned that day for the
because of laundry.
laundry. Yep.
Okay.
So we head to that sandwich shop was really good up the top of the hill.
Yeah, it was.
Good. So then we head into Yellowstone. We go.
That's why it took a while, because we went back into Yellowstone, slow traffic.
Yep. We stopped at Fishing Bridge, and some guys got some beverages and stuff. That's where the guy tried to sit on my bike.
I got a trivet for my wife.
A what?
A trivet.
The hell's that?
It's something you put like a. Some people call it a hot plate, but it's not really a hot plate. Because a hot plate's the thing you cook something on, but.
Yeah,
it's
I've seen
a
hot plates. I'm usually in meth labs.
Right, exactly. That's a hot plate. So people call them a hot plate. It's like a tile thing you can put a pan on or something.
Okay.
But it said Yellowstone, had a picture of buffalo. And then I got her a beer bottle koozie that said Yellowstone.
You did some shopping.
I was in trouble for not taking the old lady with me.
That's what happened when we walked in the door.
Yeah.
When I got home.
Yeah, I gave her 2 T-shirts, a trivet, and a beer koozie.
Yep.
I think the thing she liked best was the beer koozie. That's where the
You did better than I did.
That's where the Asian fellow sat on your bike.
Yep, that's where he sat on my bike.
Yep.
So from
Then-
there we went
to Old
Old
Faithful.
Faithful. That was
Yep.
cool.
It was. We were
Somewhat anticlimactic. I really expected it to evoke some type of response out of me, and I was like, "Oh, cool, water."
That's
I
how.
asked
That's how I
everybody
was.
if I could do my O face when it went. But you guys said it would be inappropriate. I
It
did
would
not
have
do
been.
my O face when Old Faithful.
Well, the worst part was
exploded.
it goes off every how often?
Hour and a half. But let me back up a little bit. When we were in Cody, we had a PD. I think it was a PD officer from Colorado, wasn't it? It has a tactical company.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Recognized the LE
Yep.
and the patch.
They've
Came
given
and
us
said, "Hey,
training.
you guys in law enforcement?
They were in Columbine
Yep.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then when we're sitting there watching Old Faithful,
A retired guy
Richland,
from an hour away.
Richland, an hour
Richland,
away,
Washington.
Richland, Washington cop. I said, "Hey, where are you guys from?"
He saw the LE cube,
Yeah,
which
and
has
he- and he
really
saw it
worked
in
well for us.
in Washington, and said, "Hey, where are you guys from?" So that was kind of cool. Sorry,
We helped investigate a crime in Jackson Hole.
We did. We were helping look
Oh
for
yeah,
blood
we
stains.
did. That's right.
Yep.
Somebody got the crap beat out of them outside the hotel.
They're looking
apparently
for
at
a
1
blood
o'clock in the
trail.
morning, and they're tracking blood trails.
So we were getting ready to go, and we asked the detective that was there.
What are you doing?
Hey, do you need some help? So we helped him do a canvas of the area
I
for
don't
blood
think,
stains.
I don't think we asked him for help. He goes, "Hey, can you guys check on that side of the car?" After
you're
we
right.
told them we're cops.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I like their uniform: cowboy boots, jeans, and a button-down shirt.
Yep.
Yep.
I got a gun and badge on.
Perfect.
Look comfy.
I'm hoping that I get subpoenaed back to Jackson Hole and work
We
has to
made
pay for
sure-
it.
That was a nice town.
We're like-
$1 million cowboy bar.
He didn't want to write us down as witnesses. I'm like, you're probably gonna need my name and stuff. Here it is. I'm available for court anytime you need me.
Yeah.
Only during the summer months when I can ride my motorcycle.
I think you got our drift, dude. We're like, yeah. Probably need me to testify on this one.
So we drove through south out of Yellowstone into Grand Teton National Park.
Yep.
Got into Jackson Hole late, and then $1 Million Cowboy Bar, and then everybody says go to Nani's. So
I thought they said naughties.
that's what we thought too, but no. So we go to Nani's. The crowd is 21 and 22, and it's a bunch of music that I have no idea about. Hip hop stuff. Yeah, it was newer than that. It was. You guys are in the 80s. This stuff was newer than that. I mean, I didn't even know what this stuff was, and I'm the youngest guy in the group. So I walk in there, and I'm like, okay, I feel old. So we got out of there about as quick as we could. We did close it down.
We got out of this place because closing. Ryan and I kicked back that night, and we stayed at the hotel, and there was a saloon next to the hotel. And there must not be much in the way of liquor laws in Wyoming because
There's zero.
wow, that gal. So this gal, she's moonwalking, literally taking 2-foot steps and stumbling around. Grabs Ryan's chair, starts stumbling backwards, kind of corrects herself. She goes out the door and hangs a right, and you hear. Kaboo! She just went down, she was so drunk, and they kept pouring her shots, and it was nuts. I can't believe it. They must have very lax liquor laws.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
everybody in that bar.
They're trash.
And they don't have to serve food. Like
Right.
in Washington, you have to
Yeah.
serve food at a
Right.
bar. They don't have to serve
No
food there.
Can't
And-
even get any bar in Washington up until 2:00 in the morning. You can get something deep fried,
Yep.
finger steaks and fries.
Yep.
But
Not there.
No,
It's straight up alcohol
They
there.
said no. Sorry, sir. There's no food. And I thought, well, guess I'm drinking dinner tonight.
Yeah, it was a good time. So we spent the night in Jackson Hole,
Mm-hmm.
and then we left. We pulled that big hill,
Yeah, that was cool.
came down into Idaho.
There's some nice scenery. I kept looking back over my shoulder and looking down in there. And it was a really nice view from up on the way out.
Because of our late start, we went through what's called Craters of the Moon.
And you didn't even slow down. It wasn't because of the late start. It's because we started off with Ed and I are riding behind Mario, and his rain. I don't even know why I had it on because it was not raining, but he had a rain cover over his crap on the back of his bike. And rain cover comes off and goes right between Ed and I. Luckily, none of us were wearing it.
So we stop, get the rain cover.
Right.
We're set.
And now we're going again.
We're going again.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Saddlebag lid flies open.
Yeah.
All his crap flies out.
Now, if you asked him if he closed that, I bet you he'd tell you he closed that saddlebag. Right?
I have no idea.
I bet you he would. And later on in the trip, Ed was catching up to me, and I look out in my mirror, and I see he's got a wing. He's got his lid out. He goes, I haven't been in that thing for hours. I'm telling you, man, when you're bombing down the freeway, you got to lock those things because I bet you they're both closed, and they just popped and went open. Hopefully with the new one.
It's happened to me.
Yeah, and the new Street Glide we saw, the 2014, has a little bit different setup. Maybe it'll be
Right,
different.
new
I don't
latch
know,
on
but
it.
yeah, I would say, guys, if you're bombing down the highway and you're going to be on the bike for hours at a time, it's not that hard. Lock your saddlebags. Make sure they stay closed. I don't know. He's giving you fingers. He's telling you.
What I'm telling you
5
is we're at 57 minutes, so let's
He's
roll.
like, we got to wrap it up.
Okay, so-
are we going to finish the trip, or are we just going to?
Let's finish the trip. We can go 10 over.
We'll finish. Yeah, we'll go max 10 over. I like to go
go.
an hour. but
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
now we're flying down the road. We're going through.
Go.
Okay, you're peaking the mixture here, so back up.
Okay, so we ride through.
Okay, because of those two stops, Rob, I know in his mind he's going, we don't have time to stop at Craters of the Moon.
No, not only those two stops, but also the place. I can't think of anything significant. Remember where the lady pulled up to get gas and Ed was parked in front of her, so she had to back out
No.
in that little town. It's right before we take the turn to Craters of the Moon.
Okay.
And
Yes.
everybody.
Carrie. The town's called Carrie.
Okay, that may be right. I have no
Anyways,
idea.
I know we were doing too much stopping, and you're like, we don't have time to stop at Craters of the Moon.
Yeah, so
Which, by the way, should be called Mars because it didn't look like the moon. The moon, in my opinion, is not red.
I'll tell you what, Craters of the Moon was cool and it was interesting.
Yeah, not worth
But
stopping.
the ride to it and the ride after it is some of the worst riding.
Yeah, it was
I've
pretty
ever
bad.
done.
It was pretty bad.
In 40 miles of road, you may have one turn.
Yeah, we got out of Craters of the Moon. It was just straight forever.
Legal.
In fact, there's one of those pictures you took of me. I think you put on our Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
I got my feet up on the highway pegs, my hand on the throttle, my other hand on my lap, and a head kind of forward in almost a sleep position. And I'm leaned back.
I was riding next to Lee up at the front, and we don't talk much when we're riding.
Yeah,
But
I don't know how you carry conversation going down the road.
so him and I
Whatever.
are talking. He goes, "You see that over there?" And he points off in the distance. I go, "No." He goes, "'Cause it's nothing. There's absolutely nothing out here." There was nothing for miles.
It wasn't that.
Yeah, and then he told you to look up. Now look to your left. Do you see? What do you see? Nothing.
Yeah,
He did. He goes, look to the right. Look to the nothing.
And it was like that for an hour and a half, at least.
So that's Creators of the Moon. I think we should probably wrap up the tale of the trip in the next podcast.
Leave them hanging.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think we can. How far do we got to go? Because
Well, we're in Boise now.
Yeah,
we're pulling
fine.
into Boise.
We're fine. We're good. Let's finish it
Okay,
up.
go.
Because I don't
Okay.
want to do another podcast now on that.
So we pull into Boise, and we all decide, hey, let's go get something to eat. So we go to the Ram restaurant,
Yeah, that's nice.
decent, and then we decide, let's go downtown. So we go downtown
Oh.
and take it away.
Oh my God. There was a cab driver that, oh man, if I wasn't law enforcement, we would have had some words. He pulled right in the middle
Would
of our...
have?
Okay, I did have words with him, but I would have done more. But he pulled right in the middle of our pack once and then pulled back out for whatever reason. Then he pulls back in, hammers the brakes, takes a right-hand turn right in front of Ed and I was full ABS lockup. I thought I was hitting the back of the cab, man. So I pull up next to his right side to his window, and I'm having a few choice words with him, like, "Sir, that's really not very safe. I wish if you would be more responsible when you're driving." And I come around the corner, and Ed's parked sideways in the middle of the road, like, I don't know. He was just like one hand on the throttle, like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" so the cabbie parks, and I pull up next, and he rolls down the window. I'm like, "Dude, I might have thrown some explicitive words in there, and I'm not really proud of it, but." Basically, what I told him is that don't ever pull inside of a group of bikes like that in a group and hit the brakes. I mean, we both almost hit you. And then the rest of the group went and parked.
I got yelled at for driving too fast, but it was because of the cab incident that we got split up.
Yeah. So the cab did split us up. Oh, somebody said, "Hey, you drove too fast."
Yeah.
It wasn't you. It was the cab. We were
Hear that, Popeye? It was the cab.
Popeye wasn't him. It was the cab. I mean,
For the first time ever, my driving did not split the group.
No. Ed and I were having some choice words with the cab driver. And then we had to drive around in circles until finally one of you saw us and yelled at us. Then we went to, we tried to go to the Cougar Bar, which was not full of cougars. And then we found some weird little private bar pub thing.
The upstairs one?
Open. No, the one across the street.
Oh, right.
Yeah, whatever that was. It was strange.
It was like a little.
It was almost like an Elks or Fraternal Eagles or something. It said open to the public.
Yeah, so it opened to the public.
So we went in there, and then we went to that bar up top, Reef. It's called the Reef.
It's called the Reef Bar.
Yeah, Reef.
Give them a plug right now.
Yeah, because they had a group
Brian?
in there called the Walking Phoenixes.
And they were awesome.
They were awesome. They did a bunch of Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings. I mean, it was good.
And they were good.
Yeah, they were.
So I'll jump in here because I've got some notes.
Yeah,
but
you went up and talked to them dudes.
I did. I contacted the lead singer. Anyways, it was the Reef Bar in Boise, Idaho, but that's not where they normally play. They travel all over. They are from the California area. They are called the Walking Phoenixes, Phoenixes.
And walking, like walking, not Joaquin as in
Right.
the gentleman Joaquin Phoenix.
Correct. It's walking, just like if you were walking down the road, the Walking Phoenixes. They do not have a website. Awesome band. They play at a lot of biker events. This was not a biker event, but as I got talking to the lead singer, they do play at a lot of biker events, and they're doing one for, go ahead and say it because I can't say it, mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
So they're doing
Some bad disease.
Oh, it's cancer.
Oh.
Mesothelioma.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is it. You said it right.
Yeah. But they are going to do a right after we saw them. They're
It's
going
this coming weekend, and it's just before Sun Valley.
correct.
Town
It's a
before
huge
Sun
event,
Valley.
and apparently some Hollywood celebrities donate a lot of money to it. The Pitts, Brad, and are they still married?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
All right.
Last time I talked to her.
What's
her,
her name again?
Angelina.
Angelina Jolie,
Last time
yeah.
I chatted with her, they were still married.
Yeah, all right. But apparently they donated a bunch of money. They raised a lot of money. But these guys were really awesome. Walking Phoenixes, and we may, or if you want to, they will come to Washington. But obviously, you got to work something out. I'd like to work something out with them in the future. You can find them on Twitter at Walking. Actually, on Facebook at Walking Phoenixes. So facebook.com/Walking Phoenixes, or Twitter at W Phoenixes. But awesome band. You can look them up, hit up some of their music. But I told them I'd give them a plug on the podcast, and maybe in the future we can work something out with them. So, all right, enough said about that.
And then
really good music.
Well, great music.
right
and they
before
walked
that
around the
one.
bar playing their guitars and stuff.
Your buddy's on notice. What's that mean?
That
That happened first before.
Hey,
we
you
were-
can't have side conversations.
that
while
happened
you're doing a
after. That happened
podcast.
after the music. We went upstairs to the Tiki Bar.
Yeah, but that was before Wolverine.
The music was before Wolverine.
Okay, the music.
Oh.
Then the You're on Notice.
Oh,
then
okay.
Wolverine
You
was
cover
last.
the You're on Notice because
We
I
went
missed
up
that
to the
part.
tiki bar.
Because Ryan and somebody else and I walked outside thinking the rest of you were behind us, and you were not behind us.
Okay, before we go any further, I want to hear from the listening audience. If we brought the Walking Phoenixes up and we did a rally for law enforcement in Washington,
For all law-abiding bikers.
all law-abiding bikers, would you guys be interested in something like that? If you were able to come up, meet us, hang out with us, we did a rally, would you guys be interested?
Heck,
Hit us
yeah.
up. Let us know.
The band was awesome. I'm telling you, Waylon Jennings, a lot of Johnny Cash. They kind of had that bluesy kind of rock and roll
Yep.
feeling. I mean, and they did a good job. They're out walking around through the crowd playing their guitars, and
So they
You
have
don't see
the,
very many entertainers like that anymore, especially
Right.
at a bar. You know,
they all dressed the same. They all
Yeah.
had their sunglasses on. I mean, they look like,
Yeah.
you watch the movie
Walk the
Walk the
Line.
Line. It looked like Johnny Cash's band. I mean,
Bad A,
yeah, it was good. So then we end up at the Tiki Bar,
which is actually, we didn't realize it's the same building. It's just you go through a door and you're upstairs on the rooftop.
right?
Somebody got put on notice.
And there's a guy there about to fight a girl. And so about 4 of us walk over there, make sure nothing's going to happen. We didn't want the poor gal to get in a fight. And he's really getting into her crap there. So
Getting into their space.
his buddy's standing there, and Lee, Popeye, who's
The Sailor Man.
about 5'7", and he's about he's huge. He goes, "Hey, tell your buddy he's on notice." And the guy goes, "What's that mean?" I said, "Don't worry about it." "No, really, what's that mean?"
You're on notice, son.
Yeah, he goes, means he's on notice. So this guy's really getting concerned at this point. So he grabs his buddy, and boom, done. No more problems with the woman.
Hey, you're on notice. We got to leave.
That's just something that's gone. I think Popeye brought it up. Yeah, you're on notice. So we are always putting each other on notice now, just for the heck of it.
And then, do you want to
there-
tell about the Wolverine?
No, I've decided not in the interest of time.
Yeah, in the interest of time.
So from there, we went to Lewiston, back to Lewiston, kind of a.
That's where we got lost, crossed into
Yeah,
Washington.
that was
no
me
helmets.
taking us all over the place. Then back home.
and 2,200 miles approximately.
2,200 miles, 5 states, 7 days,
Great time.
8 and 1.9 buddies. Because Skins only was in for a couple days, but
Yep.
yeah,
We just had those couple of reroutes because of wildland fires, but we got through it.
yeah.
Yep, it was a good trip.
I remember
And, on your trip planner on Harley,
Uh-huh.
can you share that with people?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys are interested in the exact trip that we had planned, get a hold of us on the website. You can go to contact, and we can apparently LD can send you the exact ride we went on. But it was awesome.
I just need their email. It's the same way I shared it with you guys when I was setting it up.
Okay, yeah. So when they contact me at on the website, it has to give their email address. So
Or Rob at.
you can just actually email directly Rob at sorenfumc.com. And he
Okay,
can
I
share
got a
that
new
with you.
phone, and that email's not set up on my phone, so we will get it set up tonight.
We will get it set
Press.
up. Darn right.
High-tech redneck needs some help with that.
I will help you. But anyways, guys, we ran a little late here, but we appreciate you tuning in. We've got so many podcasts in store for you guys, and I've got so many voicemails and emails, and it's just so hard to get everything in, and I don't like them to go too long. We're at an hour 7 now. If you want, on the show notes, go to lawabidingbiker.com/17. That will be this podcast, and I will have all the show notes along with links to anything we talked about, to include the Walking Phoenixes, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, anytime we do a show, it's just lawabidingbiker.com/ and the episode, and you can get all the show notes and links to the show. So anyways, yeah, also you can get us on iTunes, you can get us on BlackBerry Zune and Stitcher Radio. Don't forget to give us some good feedback in iTunes, give us some good ratings, and leave some comments. We really appreciate it. Check us out, episode 18 will be coming soon, and hopefully in September we'll get 3 episodes out to you guys. So anyways, peace out. Thanks a lot for listening. Keep the rubber side down.
And the shiny side sideways.
Peace out. Whatever he said.
We got to cover that.